Yo, what's good everybody? Friendly Greens here, coming back at ya with another little friendly video. And I just want to say huge thanks to everybody who subscribed, liked, commented while I was gone and away. I appreciate that so much. You guys are insane. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a very beginner friendly way to use liquid nutrients. And if you're just starting out, I recommend buying all these products and trying it out. I'm not endorsing them because I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I've just used them my entire grow. So let's get into it. First off, you're definitely going to need a pH pen. 100,000,000%. You're going to need this. You got to know what pH that water is going to be at. You're also going to need a milliliter syringe. You can get those pretty much anywhere. You're going to need floral bloom. You're also going to need floral micro. And last but not least, CalMag. You can get the CalMag from Bloom City, the floral micro and the floral bloom from General Hyponics. And they're not too expensive either. They're very budget friendly. And now we can get into my feeding schedule. You can kind of customize it, change it up how you feel fit. Also remember, you will need a gallon jug or a gallon mixer jug, and just make sure you put, if you're using tap water, make sure you let it sit for 48 hours before you mix anything in. And do not ever pH your water before you mix your nutrients in. Mix your nutrients first, then pH last. Alright? Now that we've gotten that sorted out, let's get into how I feed on my schedule. So week 1, I use no nutrients at all, just water. I pH the water down to about 6 to 6.5. Everybody might be different, so check your water, because everybody's water is going to be sitting at a different pH level. Mine sits at a 10, so I got to go down. Yours might be sitting real low, who knows? And you might need to bring her up. Just remember that. Also, get some pH up and down as well. You can pretty much get any brand, doesn't really matter. I have those as well. Make sure you get those as well. And you don't need a lot of it. Just tad little drops, and that should do the trick. Week 2. Now we're getting into feeding the nutrients in stages week 2. So, what I give is 2 milliliters of the CalMag. I give 2 milliliters of the floral micro. And then I give 4 milliliters of the floral bloom. Now, you can change it up if you want to. Look at how your plants look. If they look a little bit like they need more nutrients or not, just all up to users. I don't know, however you want to basically use it. But if you want to follow a very simple beginner guide, just follow all these steps along the way. Weeks 3 to 5, start giving about 3 milliliters of CalMag, 3 milliliters of floral micro, and then we bump it up to 6 milliliters of the floral bloom. Now you're going to notice a pattern here. The CalMag and the micro, they don't go up very much per milliliter, but the bloom goes up a lot. So you will be going through your bloom newts a lot faster than your micro and CalMag, which is totally fine. Don't think you're doing something wrong if you're using way more bloom than your micro and your CalMag. You might be like, why are this bottle going down faster? It's because you're using just a tad bit more. Now weeks 6 and up, because they don't always finish in that time period. You might need to go a little longer. Who knows? Everybody's plants are going to be different. This is also talking about autos. So if you are using regs, you might need to start bumping all of those numbers up a tad bit. So for weeks 6 and up, I use 4 milliliters of the CalMag. I use 4 milliliters of the Micro. And last but not least, I use 8 milliliters of the Bloom. And always remember, you mix your nutrients in order. So you're going to start CalMag, stir your water. Micro, stir your water. Last but not least, Bloom, stir your water. And now another important tip. After you've done all those steps, you've mixed them in the correct order, let your water sit for at least an hour before you pH it. Because if you pH it right away, it could give a misreading and say it's higher or lower than what it is. Then you panic, you get your pH up or down, and you add whatever you need to add to it. And then say you don't check it before you go and give it to your plants. Boom, you're destroying them. So always wait an hour after you mix your nutes, because it takes a little time for it to settle in. So just remember that little tidbit. And I just want to say huge thanks again to all of you who have subscribed and commented, liked, all of that jazz. It is crazy to come back to the channel after, gosh, a hot minute now, ladies and gents, a hot minute. But hey, I'm going to be back here making little kind of tidbit videos showing you how I do certain things, or why I do certain things in a sense of way. I do appreciate every single one of you, and if you like this, well, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all in another video. Later, y'all.